How we doing, everybody, man? This is We're Not So Different. I'm Tyler Peters. I like to start off, usually I start with the reading out of the Just for the Day daily meditation. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. July 27, 2020, we do recover. After coming to NA, we found ourselves among a very special group of people who have suffered like us and found recovery in their experiences. Freely shared, we found hope for ourselves in the program. Worked for them, it would work for us. Basic text, page 10. A newcomer walks into his or her first meeting shaking and confused. People are milling about. Refreshments and literature are set out. The meeting starts after everyone has drifted over to their chairs and settled themselves in. After taking a bewildered glance at the odd assortment of folks in the room, the newcomer asks, "Why should I bet my life on this group? After all, they're just a bunch of addicts like me." Though it may be true that not many of our members had much going on for us when we got here, the newcomer soon learns that the way we are living today is what counts. Our meetings are filled with addicts whose lives had turned completely around. Against all odds, we are recovering. The newcomer can relate to where we've been and draw hope from where we are now. Today, every one of us has the opportunity to recover. Yes, we can safely entrust our lives to a higher power and to Narcotics Anonymous. So long as we work the program, the payoff is certain. Freedom from active addiction and a better way of life. Just for today, the recovery I found in Narcotics Anonymous is a sure thing. By basing my life on it, I know it will grow. It's a real good one, man. I like that one. It's called We Do Recover. You know, there's a lot of good things going on in my life right now because I chose not to use drugs no more. So I just want to let you all know, man, that, you know, 5 months ago, I was in shambles. I really didn't believe in myself. I had no ambitions, no goals, no dreams, no drive. I really was just, you know, very upset with the fact of the way I was living because, you know, nothing made sense. You know, I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have nothing really pushing me to want to do better. Why I first started going into rehab this time was because of my mother. I love my mom dearly. You know, she's always been there for me and she's been great in my life. And I went because I wanted her to do better. And I knew that if I went to rehab, she would come with me. So I was kind of that push that she needed. And that's what kept me, you know, there this time. You know, so I obviously didn't go for the right reason, you know, but it ended up being for the right reason while I was there. Because when I got there, I sat down, I listened, you know, and I took suggestions. But it took me trying to make my mom happy and going to this place to make her go in order to make it happen, you know. And that's what really, that's what started the process, you know. So sometimes when we get into rehab, we're not always there for the right reasons. You know, like yours could be because of court, or be because a judge told you to, or a PO, anything of that nature. But when you get there, if you sit down and listen, and you take in some of the stuff that are being told to you, you might end up leaving with the right intentions. You know, we don't always go into stuff thinking, you know, the best ideas or the best answers for things, but that's okay, because we then can go on, dogs. I'm sorry, man. Go on. But then we can decide and it be a good thing. I apologize. I got dogs here, man, and they're just acting crazy. But you can then realize, once you're there and you're in the program, like, hey, I can change this around and make it for the good. You know what I mean? Me making these videos is what really helps me, because I have a chance to let loose. I have a chance to vent and talk about my problems and allow y'all to understand, like, that I didn't always have it great. My life wasn't always strawberries and orgasms, as I like to say. There was 5 months ago was bad. I had no dreams. I had no ambitions. I had no goals. I didn't care where my life went. I was okay with using drugs until I died. I really felt empty. I didn't have a purpose. Everything was just so black and white. There was no gray area. You know what I mean? Now I'm beginning to find that moderation, that grayness in there. And it's really freeing, man. When I first came to NA years ago, I looked around at these people like, man, what the fuck? But I realized as I kept going how exciting it was and how great it was, because these people will love you until you can love yourself. You know what I mean? And we need to practice what we preach. I got to start going to more meetings. See, because I've been slacking off and not going because I drink. And I feel as if maybe I'll be judged because, they feel like you got to abstain from all drugs in order to recover. And I agree with that. But yet I still drink because I still have demons inside of me. You see what I'm saying? There's still things that I'm not the greatest at, but I'm still working on that and trying to become better. Man, I had a bad weekend. Saturday I went out for a buddy's birthday, man, and I got alcohol poisoning, and it wasn't fun. And it took me back to that disgust, that really bad feeling that you get when you're doing something wrong. And it was like, man, I had too much, because usually I can control it. But that night I let loose. It was my buddy's birthday, but it's times like that. Now that's what they're talking about. See, I could have easily been so drunk. What if I'd have walked in the bathroom and somebody would have been using coke or snorting a line on the back of the toilet seat? Who's to say I wouldn't have been like, hey, let me get some of that? You know what I mean? I don't know, because I wasn't in that situation. But what if I was? That really gets your mind racking. Thank God that there wasn't that situation didn't arise. But what if it did? Could that have caused me to relapse? Could that have caused this whole thing to restart? That's the kind of thing that they worry about when we're drinking and we're doing things of that nature. Because it very well can happen. You know what I mean? We're not immune to the fact of using. We just no longer want to do it. You know what I mean? So it gets the kind of the mind racking and wondering, like, man, am I going to be okay making this decision and putting myself at risk? So what they choose to do is not even to put themselves at risk by doing that, and it's actually smart. I can't complain. I know I'm not going to be drinking for a while now. That's for sure. So I learned my lesson on that one, man. But yeah, man, I'm just glad to be here, man, and I love you guys, man. And I really hope, that you all do what you got to do to better yourself. If I would have told you where I'd be 5 months ago, if you'd have asked me where I'd be at right now, I wouldn't have told you I would have had all this camera equipment and be doing videography. I got business cards coming in. I started my own online website. I mean, I just now had a jewelry company wrote me yesterday and asked me if I wanted to be a jewelry ambassador for their company. So now I get to get jewelry that they're giving me, and I get to model it onto my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, and my YouTube accounts. And basically it's like an affiliate marketing venture with these people. See, so I get to do that, wear their products that they send me, and then basically I'm like their model for that. And then I have my own affiliate link to where when you go and you see the jewelry I'm wearing, you get on there, you want to check it out, you get on their site and you buy it. Well, with using my code, you get 25% off of anything you want. And then it pays me commissions for you guys to buy it. Like, the stuff is just crazy of how far you can come and how better life gets as long as you don't put no drugs on it. Like, I would have never thought any of this would have happened to me, man, if y'all would have asked me this a while ago. You know what I mean? So anything is possible. That's the thing of today's reading. We do recover. You know what I mean? Life gets easier. It may be hard at first when you first start doing this, but I promise you it gets better. You know what I mean? You just gotta hold on. You gotta know that you're worth it. Cause I know y'all are worth it, so why don't you? You know, ask yourself that. Like, man, if this dude believes that I'm worth it, why am I not believing in myself? How's he believing in me, but I don't even believe in me? You know what I mean? Do it for you. No one's gonna do it for you. You have to do it for yourself, okay? But man, I love you guys. I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm up to 92 subscribers now. I can't not wait to hit 100, because once I hit 100, I can then make a custom URL so it'll be easier to find me. So yes, man, just keep on coming, baby. I appreciate you guys. And listen, if you're new here, think about subscribing, man. I put out videos once a week, sometimes more than that. It just depends. And I do a very wide range of videos. You know, I do music videos. I do my self-help groups here. I do some family things. You know, it just all depends, man. Just check it out. If you like it, you know, consider subscribing. And I appreciate all you guys, man. Y'all are a big, big help, man. Y'all been great. And I really, really appreciate you guys. But thank you guys, man. Hey, we're not so different. Remember, like I say at the end of all my videos, you know what I'm saying? What do I say? Don't teach yourself, treat yourself. And just remember, we're not so different. But yeah, man, check out my other videos. We're gonna have some right here. It's gonna be my self-help vlog right here. And like I said, if you do want to consider subscribing, check right here, man. Hit this button right here. All right, man, I love you guys. Enjoy your rest of your day. Peace, love, chicken grease. Bye.